Please turn off all cell phones and other electronic devices and put them away. Please note that the recording and photographing of this performance is strictly prohibited. In the unlikely event of an emergency, there are 2 exits. Out the doors you came in and through the front doors, or through the curtain, down the stairs, and out the double doors on your right. The show will run approximately 80 minutes with no intermission. Thank you and enjoy the show.
But madame, you belong in a Satan's den.
Please, madame.
That hussy, you've strayed. You've all fallen, I'm afraid. Oh, this is the end.
In what way did we offend?
I say back, girl, not a word.
But grandmother.
What's that I heard? You? Oh, I knew you'd turn out this way. Having grandchildren does not pay. Now and ancestrally, you shame this family.
Oh, please, madame.
Even little sister peeps. Beneath that placid puss, something crafty sneaks. Pretended sweetness and light, always sewing and cooking. God knows what you're up to when nobody's looking.
But mother.
Though these wayward children need your example, you lead them astray and shamefully trample on everything sacred and decent and proper. I've warned your husband, you've got to stop her.
Stop me from what?
From doing what you do.
But
Pardon my interference for questioning your appearance. But you paint your face. You dress in ribbons and lace. You dress to entrance. You probably even dance. If decent you wanted to be, you dress like me. As an example, you fail. As an example, you're frail. They need another. Try being more like their poor dead mother.
Madame, please.
As for you, sir, brother to my son's new spouse, he should not let you in the house. Tartuffe and I are unanimous. Your kind of thinking is blasphemous.
Tartuffe's virtue is no deeper than his lips. He's engorged with guile. He drips with deceit. If they hear that you speak pleasant, he can dance when we do it, and he's omnipresent. No one can smile without him devising some holy excuse for scales and chastising.
There's nothing we dare but sit and stare. He bans every congenial word and thought.
As well he ought. It's to save your soul. God's pleasure, not yours, is the proper goal. So each you do as you're told by Tartuffe.
I'd rather kick him off the roof.
He's here for your sake.
He's a fake, a freeloader. Came here with a bad odor. Rags on his back, holes in his shoes, nothing to his name but his puritanical views. Now he runs the place, orders us around and feeds his face. It's a domestic disaster to see him bamboozle the master.
You need this saint for a long duration to help you arrive at God's salvation.
A saint, Tartuffe ain't.
Even your grammar's not fit for the ear. How can Tartuffe abide it here?
I see through his pious gloom. I'm afraid to be alone with him in a room.
You fear him because he knows your flaws.
Is it a flaw to have guests? When visitors come, Tartuffe protests. They knock on the door, and he starts to shout, "Immoral, begone, send them home, get them out." He says he's God's minister, but it's more sinister. He doesn't hate guests. It's only because he wants my lady alone in his paws.
He is holier than you.
Holier than everyone, including God, too.
Of course, Tartuffe disapproves of your guests. They come here in crowds like bugs they infest. They block up the streets with their buggies and grooms, and no one can get through, and when they do, there's no room. Oh, and the neighbors are talking about it, of course.
I know who's talking. She looks like a horse. She chatters, she gossips, she kills reputations. But until she got old, she had more than flirtations. When she thought a new sin, she just up and did 'em. Now she's old and decrepit, and so she forbids 'em.
Madam, you're right. Gossip is ugly. Many there are who gabble so smugly. And concert the labors speak ill of their neighbors. They kill reputation without mercy or pause, whether or not they have any cause. Even if we were perfect, they'd still chatter. In a gossiper's head, truth doesn't matter.
Gossip's God's way of controlling behavior. And Tartuffe, in this house, is a God, servant, savior.
Oh!
Oh, my dear son has never done anything wiser than bringing Tartuffe as his family's advisor. Each of you do as Tartuffe pronounces. Never do anything he denounces. Yet you sing and tell stories and eat lavish dinners, and God knows what else, you ungodly sinners. Satan inspires your parties and pleasures, but Tartuffe will inspire some countermeasures. I heard laughing which you did it.
None of us, damn it, none of us did it.
She loves her Tartuffe.
You should hear the old bat's son. The master was a good man till Tartuffe slithered in.
For Oregon.
Everyone used to love him. In the war, he was a hero and the wisest of men. Since Tartuffe's arrived, he's lost his mind.
For Oregon.
Down. What about us? He calls Tartuffe brother, soulmate, child of God. He loves that rodent better than his own children, his wife, his parents, his fortune, his life. Ogon tells Tartuffe his most private secrets.
Dangerous these days.
He doesn't make a move without Tartuffe's blessing. He hugs Tartuffe every hour on the hour, coddles him, kisses him, pampers him like an old man with a young mistress. He seats Tartuffe at the head of the table and feeds him enough for 12. When Tartuffe fasts, the master says, "Oh, God bless you, poor Tartuffe." Tartuffe gets the best food, the most food, and enough wine to keep his food floating while he's digesting. All night you're gonna hear his stomach blasting all over the house. The master says Tartuffe is a miracle from God. He repeats everything Tartuffe says, even his belches. Tartuffe goes burp, and the master says, "Ah, yes, burp. How wise, how sweet, how good," as if Tartuffe's belly gas was God's proclamation.
You need not be so detailed.
Yes, I do. Tartuffe's got our master on the hook. Master even gives him money. Scary little demon who'd give a goblin a nervous rash. I was looking around the corner or behind a door. He'd sneak into our closets and drawers looking, who knows for what? He threw out our ribbons and makeup. My lady left a handkerchief from her bosom in the Bible as a bookmark. And Tartuffe tore to shreds, saying it insulted God to leave a shred of woman's clothing between the leaves of God's book. If a handkerchief can insult God, God needs some self-confidence.
Now you blaspheme.
You were fortunate to stay here. She had not finished telling us her mind out there. She had a good deal more to say. My husband's on his way. It's better I wait for him upstairs.
I'll say good morning to Oregon and be on my way.
Clem, I'm worried. My father's thinking about breaking his promise to let my sister marry Valere. Unless my sister marries Valere, then I can't marry Valere's sister, so what?
Ah, brother-in-law, welcome.
I was just leaving.
Brother, wait one moment, please, so we can speak. Just let me set my mind at rest, find out how things have been going on around here. How's everything? What's going on? Things are well?
The day before yesterday, Madame had a terrible fever and a headache that wouldn't go away.
Yes, but Tartuffe?
Who?
Tartuffe!
Drunk, disgusting, healthy. Spent his time eating and drinking.
Oh, poor man!
Madame's headache was so bad she couldn't eat a bite. So she watched Tartuffe gobble 2 partridges, a fricasseed leg of mutton, and a good part of a pig. Took him an hour.
Oh, poor man!
Last night, Madame's headache was so bad she couldn't sleep. She cried all night.
Yes, but Tartuffe, I'm afraid all that crying kept him awake.
She cried into a pillow, and his 3 bottles of wine for dinner made him so sleepy, he fell into bed and snored like a hog till noon.
Oh, poor man!
Finally, Madame's headache got so bad that we had to call the doctor, and he bled her till she turned white as a sheet and her headache went away.
Yes, but Tartuffe?
Woke with courage, swallowed 3 cups of wine and soon felt fit. He then drank 3 more to make up for the blood Madame had lost.
Oh, poor man!
I'll go tell Madame of your extraordinary concern and sympathy for her recent illness and how pleased you are that she has recovered.
She is laughing at you, brother. And I don't want to upset you, but she's right. You are being ridiculous. Is Tartuffe all you think about? It was to drag him out of poverty. But now, do you have to...
Gently! Stop! Now, you know nothing about this man.
I know what he does.
But if you knew him, you'd understand. You'd praise him as much as I do. He's a man who, he's a man who, what a man! To know him is to love him. And I do. Oh, his teaching is from God. His words bring inner peace. He shows how the outer world is a cesspool. He has made me a new man with affection for nothing and no one, removed from all friendships because we each have our own private relationship with God, not with each other. And I can see you, my brother-in-law, and my children, and my wife, Even my mother died before my very eyes. I would not care more than that.
Such humane sentiment.
Yes, you understand? If only you'd been there when I first found him kneeling near me that day in church, you too would have loved him from the first. Each day he came to kneel, so meek, so mild, so devout, the whole congregation watched him praying. He sighed, he moaned in rapture, he cried and bent down, kissed the ground where the prayerful had walked. And as I rose to leave the church, each day he'd get to the door first to offer me holy water. I offered Tartuffe money, but he accepted just a few cents and put the rest back in my purse. When I refused it, he gave it to the poor right before my eyes, kissing them, saying they were more worthy than he. So after all the selfishness I've seen in this world, it made me weep to meet such a man. So that night I thanked heaven for him. And heaven answered by inspiring me to take him into my home. And it was the right thing. Now, since he has come, everything prospers here. He watches over everything. He even guards my honor when it comes to my young wife. He lets me know when others make advances to her. He guards her more jealously than I do. Even the smallest sin is enough to rouse his reverent instincts. Now, last week he made his back bleed by whipping himself. And what had been his sin? Only that while he was praying, a flea bit him, and he killed it.
How is that a sin?
He killed it in anger.
Well, you're fooling me. The man
No,
is...
stop to impugn the pastor's blasphemy. It can endanger your soul.
People who think like you always talk like that. You want everyone to be as blind as you are. And when someone sees clearly and tells you the truth, you call it blasphemy. When someone won't fall to their knees and join you in folly, you call it infidel, hated of God, in danger of their souls. Your pious speeches don't scare me. I know what I know, and heaven knows my heart. Dear brother-in-law, hypocrisy is not devotion. Hypocrisy is a mask. It hides the face. It is not the face. You must moderate.
Yes, you are a wise philosopher. All the world's knowledge lies between your ears. You are one wise man in a world of fools.
I know what is true from what is false.
Only an academic would make such a claim.
I am no academic. I would not sink so low. But I know this. There is nothing more dangerous than these cunning pretenders who promote piety for profit. They sigh to heaven, they sob sacred tears, they see wrong in all you do and demonize whoever they don't like. Treachery, vengeance, larceny are their specialities. A true devout does not attack what others do. A true devout is the opposite of this Tartuffe. You speak of him in kind words, yet you see not what he does. The light he shows you does not illuminate, it blinds you.
You done?
Yes.
Nice to see you.
One more word, dear brother-in-law.
No, thank you very much.
On another subject, I heard you promise your daughter's hand to Villiers.
Yes,
Even the date has been set?
correct.
Yet now you postpone it. Why?
I don't know.
Second thought?
Could be.
You're gonna break your word.
I didn't say that.
You'd never break a promise.
Maybe not.
Villiers asked me to speak to you. Can I have one word about your intentions? What should I tell him?
Whatever you want.
I can't tell him anything if I don't know your intentions. What are you going to do?
Whatever heaven might wish.
And what is that?
Ask heaven.
Are you going to keep your word to Villiers?
Goodbye. Marianne.
Yes, Father.
Come here to me, my child. Just look.
What are you doing?
Making sure nobody can hear us now. People are always spying. All right. Good. It's empty. Now, Marianne, you have always been a sweet, obedient child, and you have always been precious to me.
I'm thankful for my father's love.
Good, and to deserve that love, you have always known it is your duty to keep me happy.
It is always my strongest wish.
Good, so now tell me, my obedient daughter, what do you think of our guest?
Our gift.
Tartuffe, what do you think of him?
What do I think of Tartuffe?
Yes, now answer carefully. What have you to say about him?
Whatever you want me to say.
Well said, and that would be.
I'm not sure.
Would you like me to help you?
Yes.
Say, my daughter, that of all people you know, his merit shines the most.
Of course, Father, shines most.
Good, and his piety touches your heart.
Of course, Father. father touches my heart.
Oh, good, and that your heart would find it sweet to see him become your husband.
Oh, of course, father. What?
Daughter.
Sir.
Well?
Oh, I'm so sorry, father. I thought you said
Yes.
that my heart would find it sweet for you to choose my husband to be.
Tartuffe.
Oh, but father, I would not find it sweet. Do you want to make me a hypocrite by saying something I do not mean?
No, of course
Oh,
not.
I knew you would not.
No, I want you to mean it.
You want me to marry Tartuffe?
Yes.
Not Malaya. Tartuffe?
Yeah, that's right.
Tartuffe?
Yes.
Oh, father, what can you be thinking?
That you are my obedient daughter, that this marriage will unite Tartuffe with this family, that he is to be your husband. What's this? Hey, this is a private conversation.
I am sorry to interrupt, but I want to report I heard a funny rumor about the marriage you are discussing, that you want her to marry Tartuffe.
What's funny?
Oh, you, monsieur.
No, I'm not funny.
Oh, yes, you are. You are very funny.
Not at all.
Ah, you are serious?
You find it hard to believe?
No.
Oh, good.
Impossible.
Impossible or not, she marries Tartuffe.
It is cruel to jest on such a topic. Don't worry, my dear. I've known this good man all your life. I know when he is teasing and when he is not. And right now, he is teasing, aren't you?
No.
I love a good practical joke. But I'm sorry, this one isn't working. We see right through you.
You're trying my patience.
You are trying our gullibility. You are not trying our gullibility. Ah, well, in that case,
Yes?
I have nothing to say.
Oh, good.
Except to ask, how could you possibly do this? You are a wise man. All the world says so. Wise men do not do stupid things.
How dare you?
Let us speak calmly now without anger. You are sure you are not joking?
Enough of that.
Fine. Then I have this to say. A man like Tartuffe does not want a girl like your daughter. He has other things to think about. And how would such an alliance help the family? Not at all. You're rich, he's poor.
Hey, do not speak ill of his poverty. Poverty is a blessing. It is honorable. He transcends the materiality of the secular world.
Not when he's eating.
He knows that money is evil.
Then he should not marry into this family and become rich.
He was a wealthy gentleman who fell to hard times while ignoring worldly matters in favor of God. Until he has his lands back, I'll provide for what he needs. Now he is poor, but his poverty is honest, and I will spare him the embarrassment of destitution.
By giving him your daughter.
It is the greatest gift I can give her. He'll give her happiness here and happiness in the hereafter. It is for her own good.
Marrying a toad in priest robes.
Oh.
Master, this marriage will endanger her immortal soul.
How?
You are a man of the world. Surely you know what happens when a girl is forced to marry the wrong man. It tosses her virtue on the gambling table. You might as well roll the dice. A woman's chastity depends on her husband. An unfaithful wife is always the result of a bad husband. Faithfulness requires a husband she wants to be faithful to. Therefore, it follows, monsieur, and I believe you will have to agree with me on this, that he who forces his daughter upon a man that she hates must be the one to answer to heaven for her mistakes. Consider well this immortal danger to your soul before you make up your mind about this marriage.
She argues well, given the ridiculousness of what she's saying.
You'll be a happier man if you listen to me.
Daughter, I know what's best. Now, I know I promised you to Valère, but he's been seen gambling. Yeah, and I suspect he's something of a libertine. I've never seen him praying. He's rarely in church.
You want him to run to church when he hears you're there, like one of those who go just to be seen?
Your opinion has not been requested. Now, this marriage will give you everything. You'll be like two children in deep faithfulness to each other and to God.
She'll make a cuckold of it.
Enough!
It's a cuckold waiting for a while.
Consider keeping your mouth shut. Consider not sticking your nose where it does not belong.
I speak only because I love you.
I do not wish to be loved.
I speak for your own good.
I will worry about what is for my own good, and you will seal your lips.
I love you in spite of yourself. You're honest dear to me, and I don't want everyone who knows you to laugh at you.
You're not planning to be quiet, are you?
I never forgive myself.
It is time you learned your place. You are a servant, so shut your interfering, intruding intellect trap.
Such an outburst from a reverent man like you. It just goes to show.
Shut up!
Now you get down on
Not another word!
You're
Silence!
done. That makes you mad.
You make me mad. You can make a saint mad.
I should hope so.
I am the master. You are the servant. I leave you no choice, no talking. You understand me? Yes?
Yes, but I'll be thinking.
Oh, think all you want, but talk at your own risk. You have been warned. In my fatherly wisdom, I have considered this carefully.
When I'm silent, I'm not a happy person.
Tartuffe may not be beautiful, but look closely and you'll see.
An ugly nose on the ugly face of an ugly man.
You'll see the inner beauty from
No
God.
one could ever force me to marry a man like that.
My order not to talk to you has no effect.
I was not talking to you. I was just talking
Two,
to myself.
you are insolent. Talk again and I will beat you. You will do what I tell you. Anything to say, Dory. You will love Tartuffe. Anything to say. You will fill his life with little kisses. You'll give him babies. And they will look half like me. And half like Tartuffe. God bless you. And in the bosom of that happy family, your soul will be cared for by the most devout husband you could ask for. Anything to say?
Nothing.
Not one little word.
No, but thank you. Another time.
Finally, my daughter, when all is said and done, you will obey me and marry Tartuffe.
No!
No, not to hit her. No, you won't marry him. Take your pick.
In that case, get me out of your mouth.
You're right. You're right. I shouldn't be hitting anyone. This servant has made me crazy. If I stay, I hit her. If I hit her, it's a sin. Oh, I'm going outside to get my mind back.
If you run out of words, why do I have to talk for you?
I cannot resist a father's absolute power.
Are you crazy? You have to.
What could I have said?
That your heart can't be forced to love what it hates. That you can't stop loving the man that you love. That not even a father's authority can change who you love. That if your father finds Tartuffe so appealing, he can marry him himself.
I could never say any of that.
Oh, then you don't love Alea.
No, I do.
I know I've heard you say so, but does your mouth speak for your heart? I think you're making it up.
You hurt me when you doubt me.
Then you do love Alea?
Yes.
He loves you.
I think
You
so.
want to get married?
Yes.
To each other?
Of course.
But now you have to marry Tartuffe, so what will you do?
Kill myself.
Excellent. I should have thought of that. Just die and the problem's over. Death is a good option. Tartuffe will prefer you dead anyway.
You have no sympathy.
Not for cowards, and you're a coward.
Oh, I'm not a coward. I'm just afraid.
Love needs a strong heart.
My heart is strong, but where is Vallejo when I need him? It's his duty to get my father's consent. Where is he?
There is nothing Vallejo can do. Love for Tartuffe has driven your father mad. You're the only one who can solve this.
How can I confront my father without declaring my love more openly than it is proper for a girl to do? How can Vallejo want me if I transgress maiden modesty by pressing the argument of my love too hard? My love for Vallejo is pure. If I have to defend it, the purity will be gone. Do you want me to?
I don't want to think. It was wrong for me to argue with you. Tartuffe is your best choice. Oh, what a wedding night he'll give you. His sweet, identifiable breath pungent in your ear. His red little ears poking out of his nightcap like two wiggling peepees. A night of love like the world has never known. And afterwards, you'll drift off to sleep in the embrace and warmth of his drunken, belching, and fire. Divine ecstasy with the servant of the Lord. Your nights will slip by like the shreds of heaven, and you'll never have to worry about what to do during the days because he'll be there to tell you everything you need to know. Oh, why could I not have met such a man when I was your age?
Oh, stop it. I shall die on this spot.
There go dying again.
Tell me what to do.
What to do? Be a good daughter. Do as your father orders. You can't defy your father. You can't ignore the duty of a daughter. You can't transgress maiden modesty in the proper behavior of your sex. Tartuffe will take you home to his quaint little village to be a part of the Tartuffe family. Uncle Tartuffe, Aunt Tartuffe, Cousin Tartuffe, Aunt Grandpa Tartuffe. Idiot Tartuffe they locked away in the attic, and old maid Tartuffina will be your best friend. Tartuffe's every place you look. Mama and Papa Tartuffe will take you in and nurture you like they did their son Tartuffe. You'll spend your little days in the little country church where the little minister will preach, and Tartuffe will nod at everything he says, and so will you. garments. You'll suit church dresses before bundling off to a cold bedroom to climb into a cold bed with Tartuffe's cold feet. But don't worry, my lass, he'll warm you up soon enough. Oh, girl, if everyone could be as lucky as you, there'd be no need for love. Goodbye.
Oh, no, don't go.
I cannot stay and come between Tartuffe and you.
But I love Valera.
Love? Nonsense. Love is a flickering candle. Tartuffe is an eternal beacon. He's forever. We'll grow old in each other's arms.
I'd rather die.
One day you will. And then there you with Tartuffe under the biggest cross in New Orleans, where you'll lie together forever. Thus it is written, thus it is fated.
Dory, what shall I do?
Nothing. You, dear girl, will spend all your nights Tartuffing. Your Tartuffe-vacated wife in New Orleans, come sit with me. Tartuffe, I love you all, my darling Tartuffe. Don't stop Tartuffing me, my darling Tartuffe. No, let me kiss the disgusting hole of my mouth. Tooth me! Tooth me!
Wait, does not move you. My heart will learn from my despair and teach me the remedy for my affliction.
Perhaps I went too far. And perhaps not. Courage, child. We'll get through.
I've just heard something I want to ask you about.
What?
That you're marrying Tartuffe.
My father has that in mind.
Promise me, madame.
He's changed his mind. He just told me. He wants me to marry Tartuffe.
That's what he said? He said that?
Oh, he says it is a good offer, highly advantageous.
And madame, what is the intention of your own heart?
Oh, I don't.
Yes, you
Oh,
don't?
I don't know.
No?
No. What would you advise me to do?
What would I advise you to do? I would advise you to do what your father says.
To do what my father says.
Yes,
You mean it?
I mean it. It's a wonderful choice. You can do no better.
That's what you would advise me to do.
That's what I would advise you to do.
Then I accept your advice.
I don't think you'll find it hard to do.
No harder for me to accept than for you to give.
I give it to please you.
I follow it to please you.
So this is how you love me?
Oh, let us not speak of that. You told me to accept the offer, so I will.
Don't blame me. You had already decided to do it. You're just looking for an excuse to break your vow to me.
True, yes. Well said. You are right. You are wise.
Yes, and you were wise for doing what you were going to do.
Absolutely. And you are wise to tell me so.
Your heart never felt true love for me.
That is what you think.
I think what is true. And it's for the best because my hand and my heart will be welcome elsewhere. And there's another who feels for me with a love that's true, unlike yours.
Oh, she will make you quickly forget me. Oh, you are forgetting me already.
Would you rather I pine for you for the rest of my life?
By no means, nor would you do so. The sooner you forget me, the better.
The sooner, the better.
The sooner, the better.
That is what you want?
That is what I want.
Yes?
Yes.
That is what you want?
Yes, that is what I want.
Then I go.
And I stay.
Then goodbye forever. Yes?
Guess what?
You call?
You're dreaming.
Then I go. I follow my own
Then
footsteps.
goodbye.
Then goodbye.
Old boy,
What?
a word in your ear, please.
No, my rage overcomes me. You cannot stop me from doing what she wants.
Listen to me.
It is resolved. I am going en route from here now, even as we speak, to my cold exile.
I'm leaving.
Oh, you too?
Oh, release me.
Come back.
Oh, it's useless to try and stop me.
A sodomy makes her second best. I know it's every more embarrassment.
Again? Halt. Oh, they're right there.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Getting you two back together so we can get you out of this pickle.
Oh, this is not a pickle. This is a boy who loves me not.
This is not a boy who loves you not. It is a girl who loves men not. There's no pickle about it.
This is two silly, stupid, stubborn children who do not deserve my help. But I'm going to help you in spite of yourselves. Give me your hands.
Why?
What for?
There's no use in this.
There's no point.
Hold this. You could smile a little, pretend you like it. Now we are getting somewhere.
But truthfully, Marianne, you were just needlessly cold-hearted to me, were you not?
It was you who were cold-hearted to me.
You were mean.
It was you who was mean.
You were mean.
Aren't It was you who was meaner.
Just be in love with each other, please. You'll have plenty of time after you're married to decide who's meaner. But first, we have to figure out how to get you two married to each other instead of you to God knows who, and you to Tartuffe.
You're right.
She's always right.
That's right.
So what do we do?
Tell your father you agreed to marry Tartuffe.
What?
Pretend to go along with it until we figure out what to do about it. If he tries to make you marry Tartuffe right away, get sick, or break your arm, or have a dream with a bad omen in it, like a dead cow, or a mud puddle, or sitting in a theater. Not even your father could make you marry right after a dream like that. We'll stall, and sooner or later an opportunity will present itself to get out of this. Meantime, don't be seen together. Get out of here. Tell your friends to use their influence with all gone to make him keep his promise to you. You and I will work on your stepmother to work on your father to de-Tartuffe you. What are you waiting for? Go.
One more moment.
You, this way. You, back.
Let the earth crack open and swallow me up. Call me the lowest of low. The heaven on high strike me dead and scatter my bones in the bayou if I take this sitting down.
Be calm. Your father's just talking. People don't always do everything they say. Maybe he'll get over it.
Oh, I'll strike Tartuffe's plan dead. Stone cold dead. He can manipulate my father, but not me. I'll have a word that I'm going to sue Tartuffe right now. Hoo, ha, hoo, hoo, ha.
Gently, boy. Let your stepmother handle it. She has more influence with your father, and as I have noticed, she seems to have some influence with Tartuffe as well.
What do you mean?
He seems to have a soft heart for her.
Oh, I'll kill him. Hoo,
A man does not think clearly when his mind is in his pants. Your stepmother sent for him to ask him how he feels about marrying Marianne, and to convince him it would be wrong.
yuck.
Tartuffe is praying it will be down in a minute. Leave so he can meet along with your stepmother.
I'll be at that meeting.
You will not. She can't get anywhere with him if you're puffing around like a bull. She has to meet alone with him.
I won't say a word.
With your temper, get out, or you ruin everything. Go. I hear him coming.
I just want to see. I'll keep my temper.
No, you don't. Out, 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 out.
Stole my pensioners whip with my rosary beads, and pray God save us for our just deserts. I'll be gone an hour more to bring some comfort to the poor.
Makes me sick to hear him boast and brag.
Yes?
Monsieur.
Forgive me, please, but take this rag. Use it, I beg you, to cover your breast. I cannot remain with you indecently dressed.
If this glimpse of skin is unacceptable, then it is you, monsieur, who is too susceptible. I'd not be tempted to disrepute, even with you in your birthday suit. I could see you naked and never care whatever it was you left hanging out there.
You speak like a street-walking libertine. Make a try, madame, at being pristine.
Don't worry, I'm leaving your holy presence. Oh, and madame begs your acquiescence to meet with her briefly if you have no opposal.
Ah, please tell your lady I'm at her disposal. When will she be here?
She's near, soon to arrive. Now watch, His Holiness connive.
May heaven's bounty bless your body and soul, and preserve you and keep you eternally whole, fulfilling the fervent desire of your firm admirer.
I am gratified by the favor of your prayer. But please, monsieur, won't you take a chair?
Your recent ailment is well over.
I am better, thank you. The fever passed quickly.
My prayers are not worthy, and alone cannot have aided your recovery, but I made no devotion which did not have as its object the conclusion of your convalescence.
You are too diligent on my behalf.
One cannot go be too diligent for Madame's health. To restore it, I'd sacrifice my own.
In Christian charity, you surpass us all. Your kindness leaves me in your debt.
I do less than you deserve. It would please me to do more.
Then it is good we are alone. I have been desiring a private word with you.
I have long prayed heaven for such an opportunity. Only now does heaven acquiesce.
I hope we can speak on a matter of some delicacy. That you will open your heart and hide nothing.
I wish nothing more than the singular grace of revealing to your eyes the secrets of my soul. What is the subject? Have I disturbed you by having to complain about the guests drawn here by your attractions? Oh, dear madame, my words meant no disapproval. always for your own good.
I understand completely that you have my salvation in mind.
I seek your salvation. Yes, of course. And one more thing, I also seek...
You're holding too tight.
In an excess of devotion, I do not mean to cause discomfort. I would sooner...
What is your hand doing there?
Feeling your dress. The material so supple.
Please, leave it. I'm very ticklish.
My God, what fine lace work. They do splendid work these days.
Yes, but to return to what we were discussing, I am told my husband intends to break his word to Valea and instead give his daughter in marriage to you.
He mentioned it. But madame, to say truly, my thoughts of happiness do not lie in his daughter.
I understand your heart lies with heaven.
And sometimes on earth. My heart's not stone.
No, I am sure all your sides belong to heaven, and nothing here below snares you.
Love in eternal heaven does not blind us from heaven's perfections reflected in worldly beauties. To ignore them would be ungrateful blasphemy. Take for an example, madame, you yourself. Heaven has given you its beauty, and why but to dazzle. When I gaze upon such perfection, my mind turns to the creator of all, and I thank him for recreating his own image in you, showing in small the perfections of his universe in large, in you, madame. So manifest is God's work that to see it is near to seeing God. Your beauties, madame, God intends for those he most loves. At first I feared it was Satan's trap. I fasted and prayed. Heaven assured me it was not. Others may see in you the fiend's temptation, but they are mistaken. It is God's beneficent glory. Thus, I have no choice but to submit. I must surrender to God's wish. My faith cries out from a wilderness of confusion to offer you my own worthless self. It lies in your hands, oh blessed one of God. You hold my hope and my tranquility. I am saved or I languish according to your will. Hapless if you so desire. Happy if you please.
Your words are weighted. Yet should I not find them surprising? Knowing your strict obeisance to holy stringence, I thought you more resistant to such matters.
For all my obedience to God, madame, I am no less human. And the matter is no less holy.
Oh?
It is as if a beam of light casts an image from heaven, and that image is you. In consequence, the devout heart takes leave of itself and cannot reason. I know to hear such words seems strange for me of all men, but madame, a man is a man. A man is not an angel, nor was meant to be. You may condemn my words, but your mirror will show that your beauties constitute the fault. They seize my self-control and have their way. Oh, the glances you bestowed on me from time to time broke my resistance. Your secret smile shared with me in the briefest of moments overcame my prayers. They fed my penitential fasting, dried my weeping tears, and in the name of God turned my reluctant heart to you. My eyes and sighs 1,000 times I've told you, and now to tell you better, my voice has joined the chorus. If your kindness deigns to pity my unworthy soul, I crave this nuance of your compassion, that you will bend and cradle the nothing that I am. In return, my devotion to you will be as endless as to eternal heaven.
Oh.
And if you harbor earthly fears, be calm. Your honor runs no risk. There's no danger of discovery. I am not a lover who brags what he has done. This holy dalliance, madame, is to be between you and me. Fires burning inside me are discreet. The care I must lavish on my own reputation assures you that with me forever, secrecy is certain. You have, if you set me here, love and no scam, rapture and no fear.
Your words burn deep and clear. But tell me one thing. Do you not worry I might take into my mind to tell my husband of your passion, and that seeing in you a love of this kind, he would alter his love for you?
You are too kind for that. You have already forgiven my boldness and excused this human frailty thrust violently upon me by devout passion. I know you will take into account the inescapable truth that all on this earth are flesh. When my eyes behold your beauties, madame, I cannot make myself be stoned, nor blind.
Other women might take a different path, but my discretion wishes to be in control. I will say nothing to my husband.
I knew you would not.
But hear me, monsieur. Renounce your unjust opportunity to enrich yourself by marrying a woman who belongs to another man. Without ambiguity or equivocation, exhort my husband to marry Mary Ann where she belongs, with Valea.
Madame, no! He will be exposed. At last, we have our chance. The grace of heaven led me here to hear my mortal enemy. Heaven impels me to revenge. Heaven's imperative is to open my father's eyes and bring to light this dark guest who dares seduce you in your husband's home.
Dummy, it is enough if he learns wisdom from this and works to merit my reprieve. Do not make me break my promise to say nothing. A good wife laughs at such an overture and never bothers her husband with it.
You have your ways and reasons, madame. I have mine. This whole man has piled too much torment upon us. He's pushed my father around for long enough. He wants to ruin my sister's marriage and mine for his own selfish good. Heaven brooks not such behavior and now provides a way to prove a dog of hell. And now a man of God lives among us. Only the blasphemous refuse such a gift. Not so, my religious friend.
Me.
No, please, I have to believe in myself. I know what I have to do. My soul is at the pinnacle of joy. Nothing shall bar the sweetness of my revenge. I'll settle this with heaven watching. And here heaven approves because here heaven sends my father right now. We have news that will surprise you, Father. You are well recompensed for your kindness. Your paragon has revealed himself. He dishonored you. I took him by surprise while he was insinuating Madame into wicked passion. His hand was on her. Oh, she is a gentle soul whose discreet heart wished to keep this shameful proposition unrevealed. But I cannot suffer such offenseness to you in silence. Oh!
It is wrong for a woman to bother her husband with such trivia. One's honor does not demand it. It is enough to know how to handle it on one's own. Those are my sentiments to me, and if I had credit with you, you'd have said nothing.
In the name of heaven, is what I've heard true?
Yes, my brother, I am a sinner, a guilty and evildoer of the worst iniquity. My life is rife with filth, filled with crime, infected with villainy. Thus did heaven choose this occasion to punish me by mortification. I'm too ashamed to defend myself from all my accuser says, and whatever more yet he may say. I'm your hatred, brother, and chase me like a criminal from your home. However much shame he heaps upon me, that much more I do deserve.
You betrayed me.
That's telling him, Father.
Not him, monster. You!
Me?
How dare you tarnish his purity!
Still takes you.
Silence! I curse the day you were born. Not another word from you. Brother, please stay in my arms. Shh. Pestilence!
You must be from me.
Silence! We're gonna get up!
Oh, brother, let him speak. You must believe him. Why look well upon me? You don't know what I'm capable of. You only see the outside. Everyone sees evil when they look at me. How do you know you are right to see different? I seem like a good man. We all seem like good men. Truth is, I sin. Here, before you, sunk to my knees, I suffer the derision my crimes deserve. Pour down on my head your worst inculpations. Perfidy, infamy, theft, and murder. I'm lost, and I accept all your accusations. I call upon myself the humiliation and disgrace of all the crimes of my life.
Oh, my brother, this is too much! Does this not rip your heart, traitor?
How can you father him?
Hold your tongue, spawn of Satan, you are no son of man. Brother, please come to my arms. Come on. Be gone, you misbegotten wretch!
You'll let him get away with this?
Silence!
How can you believe him?
One more word, I break your arms!
He is the son. In the name of God, be gentle. I sooner suffer the worst pain than he sustain one scratch on my account.
Isn't great? See how he loves you?
I beg, upon my immortal soul, as I hope to find salvation, leave him in peace.
My brother, you are mocking yourself. You dog, see how good he is.
He's the dog.
Silence!
I can't even say
No, you cannot. Quiet! I know why you attack him. You hate him. Everyone here hates him. My wife, my children, my servant are all against him. Only my mother sees the truth. The rest do all you can to run him from my home. You will not succeed, oh no. No, the more you try to get rid of him, the more I will keep him. He belongs here more than you. And he'll marry my daughter right away just to confound the deadly pride of this whole family.
You'll force her to marry him?
Yes, traitor, this very night. Now retract your lying accusation. Throw yourself at his feet. Beg his pardon.
Are you speaking to me?
Oh, you still disobey? Whoa, someone give me a stick. Don't try to stop me. Go. Leave. Never dare return.
Yes, I'm going, but
Go! No one wants to hear another word you say. You are banished. You are disgraced and you are disinherited. I curse you.
then we're all cursed.
For so offend a saint!
Forgive the boy, Lord, for all the pain he has caused me. My brother, if only you knew the anguish of being vilified in your eyes.
Alas.
My heart is broken. I am dying.
Curse come on the earth! I repent I did not strike you dead when you stood! Courage, brother, I'm here. All is well.
Stop. Stop these angry discords. I see what caused the trouble in this home, brother. It is me. The way to stop it is for me to leave.
Oh, what? You are joking!
They all hate me. I am here the most despised of men. They search for ways to make you suspicious of me.
That is of no importance. You see that my heart believes
They
now?
will try again. The accusations you now reject, next time you may believe.
Nonsense!
My brother, a wife so easily persuades a husband.
No, no.
Let me leave quickly.
No.
Let me go far.
No. If you go, my family is lost. I rely on you. I need you. My life depends on your presence. I'm not exaggerating.
Truly.
Truly.
To stay will be my constant mortification. But if you need me, then God's will leaves me no choice. So be it. Amen. And thank you, Lord. Thy will be done. I stay. Now, let's not say another word about it. We must be careful. Honor is delicate, and friendship forces me to ensure there are no rumors. I must flee from your wife's company at all times.
No, to spite everyone. You will be with her as often as possible. And reaching everyone will be my greatest pleasure. You will be with her every waking minute. And that's not enough, no. To make them burst in wrath. From this day on, you are my sole heir. You will not even have to wait for me to die to own it all. Now today, in the very next hour, I'm signed over to you everything I own. You are my brother, my soulmate, a child of God. And now you are my inheritor, soon my son-in-law, more dear to me than mother, wife, son, and daughter all together. It is the only way I can save my family. Can you be good enough to accept?
This may be too much, brother. Let me pray to see what heaven ordains in the matter.
Well?
In all things, though we must suffer, the will of heaven must prevail.
Oh, poor man! We'll drop the deed of contract so everyone will know the full extent of what I have done. They'll rupture with resentment and envy.
Everyone is talking about it. These rumors are doing your reputation no good. Let's just take them at their worst. Let's assume, for sake of argument, to make dear falsely you choose you. Isn't it Christian to stifle your desire for revenge and forgive him?
Alas, if I could, I would, and with good heart. I have nothing against the boy. I forgive him all. I blame him for nothing. I would do anything for him. But heaven's interest is involved. So if the boy returns, I must be gone. If I have any contact with them, people will misunderstand. They will believe his accusations and think I was pretending forgiveness to put the matter behind me and get away with it.
False excuses! Monsieur, would you allow your fear of being misunderstood to keep you from doing what is right?
I have already said my heart forgives the boy. Thus have I done God's will. Oh, but after today's scandal and insult, heaven does not order me to live with him.
Does heaven order you to go along with his father's impulsive caprice and accept everything the man owns, even though you have no right to it?
I never act in self-interest. The precious goods of the world mean nothing to me. If I accept what is freely given to me, it is only in truth to keep it from sinful hands that will deter it from the proper purposes of furthering the glory of God and helping my neighbors.
Does true religion condone the taking of an inheritance from its rightful heir? Believe me, this will reflect badly on you.
Pious obligations require me upstairs. You will excuse me.
Help us, sir. Mary and his son are self to death. Her father makes her marry Tartuffe tonight. I'm afraid of what she might do, and who could blame her?
Well, I'm pleased to find you all here together. Oh, there is something in this contract that will please you. You already know what.
Papa, in the name of God who knows my unhappiness and by all that moves your heart, you who love me, relinquish your rights as a father and release me from obeying you in this. Do not reduce your daughter to curse in heaven for making her your daughter. Even if you won't let me marry the man I love, don't marry me to one I despise.
I will be firm. This is no time for fatherly weakness.
Oh, Papa, your love for Tartuffe does not bother me. Give him all your possessions. If that's not enough, give him mine. Oh, but Papa, dear Papa, don't give me. Allow that I may spend my sad days in an austere convent with God.
Oh, girls always want a convent when their silly wishes conflict with their father's decisions. No need for a convent, child. Salvation is at hand in the form of Tartuffe.
How can you wed me to one I hate?
Stand up. Stand up. Now, the more you hate him, the better. Mortify your body to save your soul.
But how does that...
Stop, not another word.
May I offer some advice?
Brother, your advice is the best in the world. I think highly of it, and it is always right. But this time, you're going to find that I'm not going to use it.
Seeing what I have seen, I can only say that your blindness is astounding. How can a man of your judgment and wisdom be so taken in? He must have cast a spell to make you ignore the truth of what happened today.
I am your humble servant, madame, but I believe what I see. I saw you favor my worthless son. I saw you fear to admit that he falsely accused poor Tartuffe. And I saw his accusation was false because you were calm about it.
Must I reply with fire in the eyes and a blazing tongue just because someone makes an avowal of passion? Words like his just make me smile. Do you want me to be one of those savage prudes with devil's claws and fangs who disfigure a man at the least word? A calm, discreet refusal is no less compelling.
Well, I know what I know.
My husband, tell me this. What would you know if you could see it for yourself?
See what for myself?
That what I say is true.
Not likely.
What if you see it?
With my own eyes.
Your own eyes.
Not likely.
Answer me. I'm not asking you to believe me, but if you could spy it for yourself, if you saw it, what would you say then about your good man?
Oh, in that case, I would say nothing because it's not possible.
This deception has lasted too long. I have been called a liar too long. For my own satisfaction, before things go any further, I will make you witness what I have told you.
We shall see.
Yes, you shall see. Ask Monsieur Tartuffe if he would come down, please.
He's wily. He'll suspect.
I think he will not. Men are easily duped when they are led by their base drives. Oh, wait. Send for him. Come on. Go. Under the table.
That's undignified.
You cannot watch if you will not hide.
Why that table?
I have a plan of excellent fitness to smoke out Tartuffe with you as the witness. Do not be surprised at what you see when I start behaving. Well, not like me. My plan is going to show a Tartuffe you don't yet know. I'll pretend to pursue him until you see through him. He'll ask me to do things, I'll start to do them. Your job is to stop us before we get through them. When you hear me signal with a cough, you'll know it's time to call it off. This is your chance to watch and wonder now. Here he comes, be quiet, get under.
I am told you desire an audience.
Yes, monsieur, to speak with you in confidence. But first, check the door so we can talk alone. Look to make sure we're here on our own. Today's discovery was enough. We don't want one more. I've never been so frightened before. When Ami tried to blame you, you saw what I did. I made light of it, trying to keep it hid. I was too confused to deny his story, but the trouble it caused was transitory. By the time the matter had come to rest, everything had worked out, as we see, for the best. My husband believes you are moral and just and holds you in absolute unwavering trust. And to show all the world you're his dear brother, he wants you and me to spend time with each other. So now, dear Tartuffe, we all can be alone without fear of reprisal should our meetings be known. This gives me my chance in my own bashful fashion to open my heart to that welcome passion I heard from your mouth this afternoon.
You seem to be singing a different tune.
If you thought what I said was any part true, then the heart of a woman is a secret to you. A woman is modest, reserved, and genteel, even when that's not what she happens to feel. When the force of high passion takes a woman in sway, she's ashamed to admit and can only say nay. But why would I have listened to you for so long? When I meet for him to tell what I've said that he's wrong? Would I have hindered him from accusing you if I'd had any intention of refusing you? Would I wish Marianne and you kept apart unless I desperately wanted your heart?
Sweet it is, madame, as heaven above, to hear such an avowal from the mouth that I love. Your words flow like honey through my pulsating veins, warming my heart with delectable pains. But madame, the bliss that you promised, might it not be a part of some scheming, insidious plot?
Oh,
Take no offense, I don't mean to disparage, but maybe you're just trying to break off my marriage.
Oh.
So to tell you the truth, I must own that I cannot rely on your sweet words alone. I've been candid and frank with you as far as I am able, because I want nothing left under the table.
You want my whole heart with fright and speed.
There is no other way for us to proceed.
A woman's first instinct in love is to stall.
I cannot believe you till you've given your all.
You've heard from my lips my life's sweetest confession, but that's not enough. You want total possession.
When we do not deserve, we dare not presume. So it's deeds and not words I need to consume. I must be suspicious of the pledges of bliss until you seal them with much more than a kiss.
My dear tyrant, you forced me to love's sweet conclusion, throwing me into forbidden confusion, spinning a web of intoxicant art, wildly seizing my terrified heart. What you are doing deserves reprimanded, but I can't catch my breath when you're so demanding. If I were a good soul, I'd have to abhor you for taking advantage of my weakness for you.
If my devotion does not leave your heart aloof, why not provide me with absolute proof?
The very heaven you speak so much of frowns on this kind of prohibited love, so how can I do what you want me to do?
Heaven. Don't let it distract. If heaven's what makes you refrain, remember that heaven's my special domain. God is an obstacle I can remove. I'll deal with him, madame. He won't disapprove if you give into your hunger for total abandonment.
But sir, what about the seventh commandment?
Yes, heaven sometimes forbids certain such pleasures, but exceptions are made if you take the right measures. There is a little known science of leverage and scruples, and I'm among its most learned of pupils. God teaches his believers that despite a bad act, an intention that's pure will leave you intact. So, let's have it our way. No need to fear. All race any wrong we consummate here. That's a bad cop. Rotten luck.
Worse than I wish.
Hey, suck this piece of licorice.
I've a terrible weakness. Someone just gave me all the world's licorice can no longer save me.
That's a shame, my poor madame.
More shame than you think.
But as I was saying, no need to shrink. Remember the best of my many advisements. It is never a sin if the sin is in silence.
Since I can't get away with anything less, I've no other choice but to finally say yes. It's terrible things have come down to this, where in spite of myself I can no longer resist. Since proofs more convincing than words are required, there's nothing to give you but what is desired. The fault is not mine, it is his who demands I turn myself over to violent hands. If my reluctant consent carries any offense.
Let it fall, my head, madame. Now let us commence.
Crack open the door first, please. Go make certain my husband's not lurking behind the white curtain.
Oh, your husband, who cares? He can't see his own nose. I got him believing whatever I chose. Don't worry about him, also. Don't let him distract. Even if he caught us doing the act, he'd swallow the thinnest of alibis, because he always believes me instead of his eyes.
Still, make sure no one's out there who will interrupt.
No.
Takes an abominable man to be this corrupt. I have to admit, I find it stunning.
What now in such haste when there's so much more coming? You're joking, of course. I can
tell by your grin and get back under the table. We're only beginning.
I can't that think that poisonous effusion.
So wait till we're done before making conclusion. I would never presume to give you a lecture, but you can't judge these things by simple conjecture. You've heard nothing but words, but take it from me, you should only believe what your own eyes can see.
No one's outside. It's only we two. So there's nothing to fear and nothing to rue. For you and me, madame, all things now conspire for us to do everything that we desire. Let me hold you, my beauty, in this torrid night air. Lay your scruples behind you and...
Hold it right there! Take your hands from my person. Enough of this antic. I'm not the right one, sir, to turn you romantic. You succumbed rather swiftly to your amorous itches, you lowest of the low of the world, sons of bitches. You think I'm stupid, huh? You think I'm blind? I've known all along you're the philandering kind. I know what you wanted. And wouldn't you love it, my daughter, to marry my dear wife to covet? Oh, those chickens a little too fast. And your villainies know now, you dog, at long last. I never believed you're as good as you've said. And now I can see your masquerade is now dead. Yeah! Whoa!
It's against my nature to betray, but I was given no choice. There was no other way.
But believe me, monsieur,
Now just go without ceremony and not slow.
my dearest monsieur, I know what you saw.
And I know what I saw now quickly. Oh, withdraw.
Me leave.
Absolutely.
No, that won't be the case. It is you who are leaving, but I own the whole place. I'll teach you, monsieur, that you're wasting your time to accuse me of even the tiniest crime. To insult me this way was the worst thing to do, for the next thing that happens will obliterate you. You think you have caught me going astray? Well, I will destroy you. And I've got just the way. Heaven protects me. And there is no doubt that you're going to regret ever throwing me out.
What does he mean?
This is bad.
What's wrong?
I signed everything over to him. And worse,
What?
I'll explain later. Oh no, we need to find the box of letters and see if it's still in his room. If not, we're doomed. We're all doomed. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God!
Where are you running?
How do I know?
We have to sit down and figure out what to do.
The box of letters is the worst of all.
Why?
They belong to a friend in trouble. He asked me to take a chance to safeguard him while he fled the country. If those letters are found, his life is in danger. And if it is discovered I have them, it's the end for me too.
How did Tartuffe get there?
Having been bothered my conscience, so I asked Tartuffe what to do. He took them so if I was ever asked, I could honestly deny I had them.
Then it was even worse for you to attack him. You should have come to me first. I'd have said to proceed less directly.
How can a man who seems so pious have a heart so corrupt, a soul so dark? I took him from the gutter into my home. No, from now on, I renounce all men of God. I'm their worst enemy, and they mine, all of them.
You go to extremes, dear brother-in-law. Learn moderation, please.
Father, is it true that he's threatening you? He's throwing your generosity back in your face?
It is true. My son! I've never known such agony.
I'll beat him to pieces. We can't give in to a man like that. It's now my place to tell you I am the one to get you out of this. I will strike you.
Whoa! Let's go.
Oh, spoken like a young man. And that is not what is called for in this situation. Learn moderation, please.
But he's
To me, please, in this time and place, we live under a regime where violence cannot be our solution.
What's going on? I hear things.
Mother, I've seen things a person cannot believe. When I first met him, he had not a cent to his name, not a decent garment on his back, not a morsel to eat.
The poor man.
Oh, quiet. I housed him. I clothed him. I fed him. I treated him like a brother. I took care of everything he needed. I almost gave him my daughter. And how does he repay me? By seducing my wife. And was that enough? No. Now he's threatening to ruin me. He'll have me sent to prison or worse.
You poor man. It's a mistake, my son. Tartuffe cannot have been wicked.
Excuse me?
The righteous are often maligned.
Madame,
Many in this house hate Tartuffe.
what does that have to do with what I'm telling you?
As I told you 100 times when you were a child, the virtuous are always maligned. Those who envy the virtuous may die, but the envy lives forever.
What does that have to do with what happened today?
False tales.
Mother, I'm telling you, I saw it myself.
Never believe slanderers.
Mother, I'm not going by what anyone else told me. I was there.
Rumors are rumors, don't be gullible.
Mother, I want you to listen to me painstakingly. Watch my mouth as I speak. Thank you. Now hear me. There is no gossip. There is no rumors. My two eyes here. See them, Mother? With these big, astonished eyes that you were so kind to give me. With my eyes popping from my head. I saw, I viewed, I observed, I beheld. I'm telling you, Mother, I saw it!
Appearances mislead.
Oh, calmly, brother.
It's natural to be suspicious. We often interpret good things in bad ways.
How is it good he was seducing my wife?
I don't know, my son. I wasn't there. But before accusing, you need just cause. You need all the facts.
Oh, good God, madame, should I have waited until he actually started flowing? Yes. Yes, sorry. All calmly, I saw what he did. He was doing it, and those are all the facts.
No, I doubt it.
How can anyone not believe this?
Did you believe it when we told you?
Have I ever mentioned you serve absolutely no good purpose?
We are wasting time fighting amongst ourselves. We should be figuring out what to do in the face of this menace.
Tartuffe has got the nerve to carry out his threats.
Who would side with him?
As we have seen, he knows how to make people side with him. And a man like that, with the advantage of secret information, there is no limit to what he can do.
Oh, very confident, brother.
There is a season for comfort, but this is a season for being realistic.
You and Doreen, you are one and the same. I should have listened to you both.
Oh.
Better to try and reconcile than fight him.
You'll never reconcile. Oh, my family, what have I done? This is the worst. We have hit bottom. Things are as bad as they can possibly get. Who's this?
Good afternoon, esteemed sister. I pray you please, let me speak with your master.
The master's with company. I don't think he can see you right now.
I understand. I am so sorry to intrude, but your master will be pleased with what I am here to tell him. I come to put his mind at rest, you understand.
Sheriff, to put his mind at rest.
Yes, ma'am. Tell him I come for his own good. On behalf of Sir Tartuffe. You understand?
Yes, of course. He is very nice. He says Tartuffe sent him to put your mind at rest.
You have to see him.
Maybe he's here to reconcile us. How should I act?
Show no resentment. If he speaks of reconciliation, show that you want to hear.
Greetings, sir. God bless your friends in heaven, confound those who do you harm.
Oh, this gentle introduction hints at reconciliation. I'm much relieved.
I've always held your family in high affection and
Oh,
regard.
God bless you, my son.
And by God's grace, I have the honor of doing my duty. I've come now, sir, doing my duty, you understand, to serve upon you this writ.
What you mean, y'all?
All this means, when you get right down to it, is that you will get out. You understand?
You want me to leave?
Oh, no, sir, not at all. I do not want you to leave.
Oh, I'm relieved. I thought you said,
Well, not I, sir. It is Tartuffe that wants you to leave. As well as you know, because you executed the enabling document, the written deed, which you composed exceedingly well, sir.
Thank you.
A letter perfect in every way, neither flawed nor ambiguity for anyone to hide behind the pretense that the deed is not absolutely binding. The deed establishes beyond all recall the house belongs to Sir Tartuffe.
I am flabbergasted. Oh, I am swooning even as I stand here. Oh.
Monsieur, I can only admire your extravagantly audacious impudence.
Sir, understand well that I'm not here to deal with you. I'm here to deal with good citizen Oregon who's being reasonable and gentle and who well understands how wrong and dangerous it is for a citizen to interfere with an officer of the law. Do you understand me? But of course, sir, not for all the world's wealth would I dare rebel against an order of the state. And I know you understand I do nothing more than follow my official orders.
Spot your badge! You better hit your badge before you're through here!
Out of respect and consideration for you, sir, I choose to ignore your son's barely endurable threat against an officer of the law. Oh, the authorities do not take lightly to such threats of violence. I know you will have the grace and wisdom to admonish this youngster not to interfere again. I took this assignment personally, out of fear that someone of less kindness may have served these papers upon you. Oh, you understand, in a less pleasant manner.
What's less pleasant than being thrown out of my own home?
Oh, not to worry, you have until tomorrow morning. Oh, tomorrow morning you and your family leave as soon as you wake.
Why, I'd give my last 5 cents for the privilege of landing my strongest blow smack in the middle of your face.
My fist itches! I'll burst some rage at your arrogance!
Your back needs a few good whacks with this stick.
Try me at your peril, slut. You understand I'm subject to the law.
Enough. Leave the writ and get out.
Until tomorrow morning, then. Happy sunrise. Sleep well.
Damnation to you and him who sent you! God, that monster, that monster, that monster!
You're not being fair. Tartuffe's done you a godly favor.
Favor?
Oh, he saved your soul.
What hell?
He knows possessions corrupt. He knows corrupt souls do not pass through the needle eye of heaven's gate. So he has taken over your corrupted possessions, selflessly risking his chance for heaven. You should thank him, not curse him.
This is no time for you!
I'm only repeating what you taught me.
Silence! I tell you what doesn't time today to be silent, do I not?
Enough talk. We need to discuss what to do. The world will be watching how we behave in such dire circumstances.
You think you can solve Tartuffe with discussion? I should have poisoned his dinner when I had the chance. But Master would have forbidden it, wouldn't you?
I would.
You would.
Silence!
If you tell the world what Tartuffe has done, no one will let him get away with it.
I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but you are in danger of your life. You must flee right away. A close friend of mine in the government who knows my reason to be concerned with your well-being has, for my sake, violated state secrecy and told me to warn you to go. An hour ago, Tartuffe denounced you to the law and presented letters that put you under shadow of hanging. A warrant for your arrest is en route even now. The worst of all, Tartuffe himself has been given the office of discharging it. He's leading men here to arrest you.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
The least delay in leaving will be fatal. My carriage is outside. There's money under the seat to take care of you. Lose no time. I'm coming with you until you're safe.
I do not deserve your kindness. You whom I treated so badly, you saved me from he whom I treated so well. I pray to God I can someday repay you for your generous service. Oh, farewell, my family. I love you all. Even you, Doreen. Oh, God grant I can someday make up the harm I've done all of you. I only intended for your own good. Please believe it.
Of course. Now go, dear brother. We'll take care of everything here. Go.
Oh, my God. This is the worst. This is the worst. This is
Too late to hide. Escape is blocked on every side. By order of law, I arrest you.
Oh, villain traitor, how I detest you, lowest of men!
Observe the mildness with which I endure this jailbird's wildness. Heaven screws me to submit.
You're doing an excellent job of it.
His talk of heaven's a load of shit. And now, listen calmly, why be hateful?
How can a man be so ungrateful?
You pretend to great glory, so I will adore you, but the part of an actor is too honest for you.
Have you forgotten all I've done? You started as nothing. I made you my son.
The Lord is my only true father, I think. And for him I'd sacrifice without a blink. Not merely you, but my children, my wife, my parents, my fortune, and my very life.
Why does your zeal, which you now use to cloak you, wait to emerge until he provoked you? You never denounced him till this very day when he caught you leading his good wife astray. Now I know his fine gifts shouldn't inhibit your duty, but you accept them like a pirate grabs booty. And why did you, like a friend, accept all that he had if you thought him disloyal, a traitor, and bad?
My patience with this is declining. Deliver me, sir, from all this whining. Do your duty, good sir, and don't do it slackly. Take him away.
No, sir, not exactly.
Monsieur,
Not exactly.
You do not intend to execute your duty.
Oh, I will execute my duty. It is important that you are the one who urges me to do so, because it is my duty to cordially invite you to accompany me to the prison cell we have reserved for you.
Not me, sir. That one.
No, sir, not that one. You.
Me, sir, but why?
Well, everyone knows why, sir.
If this is not the law's wish.
The law is not God, sir. For the law, unlike God, does not move in mysterious ways. Thus, you cannot apply your customary craft and make us believe the law supports your foul deeds, as you have made some believe God does.
What about the letters?
A minor transgression compared to your misdeeds, as the sheriff forgives.
You can't do that.
As the sheriff, I forgive who I want. Now, come on.
They still have to get out of my house. The deed is proper.
The law cancels all transactions between you and citizen or God. Goodbye, you dog!
Oh, do not curse him. Do not descend to his level. Leave him to his miserable end.
You're right.
Do not think, my gullible friend, that this is the way the story will end. Go to the audience and take your bow, and you can feel safe if you wish. For now, no!